Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Barry and Topers. I'm Toper, and today we are live with more Beacon Pines. Like cute little dark, twisted horror-ish adjacent game. When we last left off, we had hit a couple of really bad pathways, and now we are back on track trying to get to the happy conclusion. I also don't have my earbuds. Hold on, guys, I can't hear anything. Go lay down. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. So, this morning, Barry was supposed to be live with hold on, I gotta cut my Bluetooth headset. Baldur's Gate 3. But unfortunately, his partner in crime, Lugnir, decided to get the old glug glug on last night and is too hungover to play. Which is not the same thing as the two times that Barry had to bail, because he had to work. Barry didn't go and get drunk and then can't play his game. Oh, Lugnir. Okay, so anyway, we're back here, and he wants us to go to our base after we deliver this jam to everybody. Skip. What are you doing over here?
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
No, I think they're leaving because they could sense something's wrong with the environment. Okay, she needs some of these up here. Hey guys, need your jam. 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 It's not for you? Oh, okay. Bye. For you? Oh, alright. How about you? Here you go. Jam.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands. Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
Change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will take that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. Wow. Good day, Miss Valentine.
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. I don't like her. She's a cunt. She's a fucking thoroughbred bitch. Go fuck herself. I don't like that bitch. She's fucking annoying. She's stuck up. We keep them on ice. Where'd you get from the ice from? I don't know. Somewhere cold? How do they keep somewhere cold cold? Look, Bert. Did you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples.
I got jam for you.
Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple. With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Goober. Sorry. No bother, no bother.
Leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yes, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
A bit further.
Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Oh, that's weird. What's up with the jam? What is up with the... Is there messages inside?
He reached forward and...
Yeah, there's something up with the jam. The jam's not normal. Something's up with it. I shall put it on my store shelves post haste.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Sir, you're acting like I'm in on something, and I can assure you I'm not. I have no clue why you're whispering to me like that. Sharper Valentine. Oh.
Beacon Pines is a great
Hey.
What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pine. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck. A scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
Hold on one second, guys. I'm so sorry. Just 1 minute. Okay. Sorry. This game is making me want to read the Redwall books again. I've read like 6 of them growing up. Damn. Brian Rocks. Let's just do that. Hold on. So the first book, it chronologically, is the Lord Brooktree, followed by Martin the Warrior, which I did read as a kid, and Mossflower, which I also read. But my app that I use for audiobooks doesn't have the first one. They have Martin. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. Because this is gonna, you guys know me, I'm gonna hyper focus on this until I find it. Just bear with me once. Redwall. No. Sorry, hold on. Let's do Brian Jocks, because if I do Redwall, then it's just gonna pull up the Redwall book. And I need the whole series. So Brian Jocks. Not spell that right. I never do. There we go. Audiobooks. There's 9. Okay, so yeah, so they only have, at the moment, they only have Redwall available. Nobody seems to have Lord Boktree in all the other books. Lomage, Hyrulean, Elulia, Doomwraith, excuse me. They even have Triss, but they don't have fucking... Alright, one last thing, and then we're gonna continue playing. I'm looking at Audible, guys. It's really gonna bother me. I really been trying to get back into them because there's a show being made. Netflix is doing something. I think it's it might be a movie. I might be wrong. Either way. What? No. No. Something's wrong. How is this book doesn't seem to exist? Lord Brocktree. How is this book not anywhere? Found it. For some reason, it's not among, because it's a Tale of Redwall. It's not a Redwall. It's a, okay, even though it's a prequel to the entire timeline of the universe, Lord Boktree, I had to look it up as Lord Boktree and it popped up. When I looked up as Brian Jacques Redwall, it had all of the other books in order by publishing, not chronological, which really sucks. But I have a list for that, so it's fine. Because I've never read them in chronological. As a kid, I read them in release order. So now my goal is to go back and do them in that order, so that way when the show comes out, I'm all fucking, like, on it. But yeah, apparently for some reason, I had to look up Lord Brocktree by itself. That was unhelpful. Well, I didn't know what was going on in there. I wanted to go into the museum. It's a museum. Who doesn't want to go in there? Yeah. Woohoo! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, woohoo! Here. Hey, Kato. Afternoon, Luca. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at that old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse, but empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh? The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly. Nature abhors a vacuum. It's got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you see, chipper. Aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Eyed Luca for a moment.
Fuck you, Mr. Nuncreed. You're a piece of fucking rotten shit. And we know your nasty little rotten secret, you fucking... Oh. Do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off. I guess she's busy today?
To Mr. Nuncreed, and he nestled it with both hands.
Well, I'll just have to finish this batch off quicker than normal. You tell her to go ahead and get started on my next order. You got it. Hey, Don. Yawn. Luca, what's up?
Dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could
I can't believe we haven't even come up here yet, guys.
By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
They got you on jam delivery. Yeah. Hey, Don, have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building? You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop. Sure thing. You seen the new kid around? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest. And the other is working for Heiress Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as its town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Some air. I could just be left alone, Mr. Young Van Horn. Oh, sure, sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. Never really chose any of this. It's a duty to my family. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Here's your jam. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Miss Fratelli.
She leaned
Got you.
forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your grand not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama. So cute, running around in your little apron, taking orders. Oh, this whole situation just breaks my heart what happened with Eleanor. I got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see.
He lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Looks like I'm your last delivery. I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see Juniper. Tell your grand hello for me, Luca.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Ready to help. All right, little buckaroo. It's time to feed these folks. Gotta deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Sure. Hiya, Roxy. Luca, I'm helping. Wow, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon? Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. You're a little too young to be waiting tables. I'm just helping out. Ah, my father had me hustling when I was your age. Father always says, children are to be sales, upon a family ever full. That doesn't sound fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a week.
The empty seat across from Gus.
Mm-hmm. Should I come back? No, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. The silver lining is without him, I can have my usual, a nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. That sounds disgusting. That sounds like a reject sloppy joe. Here you are, cold cuts with steaming hot chili. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Ugh. I'm so fucking good. Gadzooks, they've shrunk the waitstaff.
Gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him the fish and rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, and top it up with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? A heart wants what it wants. Alright, sure, let's get right on that, I guess. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. Now that's a burger with bite. So fucking weird. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up. Oh, that's right. We never hung out in this tree branch. What a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite topping on the whole world is pizza. Pineapple, excuse me. And what is your friend's little name?
Luca, the look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Lana. Ilana, my bad. We're Beck's parents.
Quick nudge.
Yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years, so you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, wound down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. And that guy who should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I just want to check something. I want to make sure I didn't have any more words I could go use that I hadn't yet. Okay. Big creepy gate. Do you mean their home? The mayor's home? The rich people's home? Because that was a pretty big creepy gate. Good morning, Geoff. What's good about it? Another day further to the tubes, if you ask me. Come now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming. Ugh, festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's perennial harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine company and this new perennial harvest outfit
Pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Oh. Damn. Where's Mr. Dogman? He's never not here. That's concerning. Yep, I knew it was this gate. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! Who lives in that house? Eris and Gus? And Solomon moved in. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing. I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the fowl harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this fowl harvest thing. And you will use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're gonna explain how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Are they gonna be staying in this house over here? Interesting. Is this like a guest home? Most kids would have ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simple as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change.
Oh, Iluna.
Even.
My bad.
But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love. Couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents? Beck? Manners. Right? My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years. Oh, dear. My mom's been missing for a few months. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how do you like your pizza? How do you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, we were just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing. Beck. I'm sorry, Luke, this move has us a little tired.
With his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work?
Kick under the table.
I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? You were right the first time, we're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her the newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving our agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is there are different ways to grow plants. Some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dreams. You swore you didn't!
Perhaps harder than she intended.
How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo soon.
To gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with...
Looks like a storm's brewing? I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
One last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home. Aw, thanks, Beck.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds began to rumble, to break, to rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
Oh boy, it is a storm.
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
The heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Oh. Or not. Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Oh, something bad's gonna happen. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff's still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Yeah, be my guest. Be my guest. The night.
The eye hole of the microscope.
Oh, a microscope. This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days. Ew.
Gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Timidly
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. That is really weird. But kind of, yeah, definitely, interesting. See how the... Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts, fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. It's pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation. Bet you can get all sorts of stations. Not out here in the boonies, you wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Aw, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Fairview. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around. Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards, some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. It's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. You cared enough to keep them. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least he looked cool doing it.
Took a moment to watch the rivulets.
He did a superhero land. Do you feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. No, I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? I didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? Oh, one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do? When you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. I'm gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright, that things are gonna change.
Feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that. I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere?
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow, I actually feel a little better.
Began. The storm abated.
Thanks, I needed that. Me too. Should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you in Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
On the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about...
Mid-sentence.
You tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're as thick as thieves now. There's a juicy secret you've got to tell me. Okay, you can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you about what happened. Heck yeah. My goal is to definitely get all of the pathways on the tree. They're just telling me nothing's mysterious or creepy about this place. It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh, the gates opened. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Eris Valentine and a hazmat guy. Who's she talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course, as long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine, and that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now, this is what I was talking about.
Excited whisper.
Oh boy. Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when all this inevitability fails, I'll deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but this is just flat out supervillain talk. You don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
They retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Oh, Grandma! Family.
Down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
As an answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, I keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Nod and disappeared into the night.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad we decided to go back and change the words.
Chapter 5. What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
Let's do this storyline first. I'm more interested in this one. Then the potential fight between Rolo and Beck. You look like you've seen a ghost. Were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Let's just get to the treehouse. Lead the way. Uh-oh. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
Writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Oh my god. Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. You'll just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate. We'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of.
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. Would you like my internal soul as well?
Each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
That's really disturbing. I don't want to go over there. I'm very uncomfortable with him. I don't like him. Hi, Mr. Nooncree. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good. That's good. Your Gran's a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you better run along now. Too dark to be out wandering on your own. Ugh, whatever, you fucking piece of shit. Sorry, for those of you who don't know why I'm angry, in one of the other branching timelines, he grabs Luca by the shoulder, throws him in the fucking phone booth, and, he gets sent down to some lab, and the story ends. It's super fucked up. Super fucked up. So I really don't like him. He gave me creeps anyway. He is like a weird thing for my Gran. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how the perennial harvest folks order the same drinks? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. Oh, wait a minute.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without you.
A half-hearted shrug.
Yeah, she's been disposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? I don't either. Although, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass on my thanks to her. I'm pretty sure he's a hyena. The History Museum adds a real air of importance to the whole affair, and we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentine. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
His shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon? You know what? I lost most about the agricultural business. Seeds. Seeds. Yep, little bundles of potential.
Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here. Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. I don't like him at all. He's a creepy piece of shit. In one of the other ending stories, one of the conclusions ends with him and the clipboards cornering us at the treetop or treehouse and like dragging us away, and then the story ends. It was a horrible ending. It's terrifying. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further from here. So what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo? He's... Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Oh, sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. things have been tough for his family since the fowl harvest. It's about damn time you tell me about this harvest thing. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay, there used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died, and something changed. Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil, no one knows. But all the crops died, and everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yep. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Oof. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since perennial harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative. Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels, one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We better get going. Yeah, I don't fully trust any of this shit.
Luca wrapped a twig of femfish half refined.
We have 4 more items to fish out of this pond, if I'm not mistaken. What did I get? A pocket watch? Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures, if he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town. Should we give it back? He may not even want it back. That man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. And that's it. That was my newest bait. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
With pride.
Yeah, this is clearly the proper storyline because the other one they were going to fight. And this one they're not. So I'm thinking that this was the proper word choice. So the other one is the one that's probably going to end in some kind of unhappy ending. So we'll just keep going in this one and we'll go back and do the other one later. Thanks. Hey, Luca. You know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some. Improvements? Let me lock this baby down for a little test information. Can't be safe these days. That would have been helpful against the... clipboards. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always lavish. There's no aiming, so you just throw and hope that you're aiming in the right spot. There we go. That is obnoxious. This could be a tester. There might be a time where I'm gonna have to hit moving targets or something. Where'd you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Geoff who trades us... or Joff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
I grabbed a rock and broke their mask. Sorry, you guys, I just got distracted. There's a new mode on Fortnite that just dropped. That's a solo game, but it has proxy chat and allows you to team up with other players in match. But apparently, it's been just as bad. I mean, think about it. A global game, okay, with proxy chat. It has been nothing but sexist, racist, and other horrible comments. I mean, some players have said they've had a great time, but everyone has also come in and, like, been like, yo, like, apparently there's, like, a group of, like, French people who, if you don't call them daddy, they'll just kill you. There's a group of men who have been going around and purposely hunting down female players and yelling equality as they gun them down. Like, I don't know why Fortnite thought this was gonna be a good idea. Like, have you been online in the last 10 years? What did you think was gonna happen? So apparently, Fortnite has had to ban, like, 1,000+ players for hate speech and shit. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit. And they weren't here for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this right. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris. Yeah. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome. No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town, and their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged, but she's definitely hiding something. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since we moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? Nope. She came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Really, no. It's been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are you sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. Sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. But you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something, and Pa says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. My Gran really is hiding something. Didn't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Graham's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. We can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. Count me in. We picked the right word. Now we're on to chapter 6. And I think that gives us 5 chapters left.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Okay. The ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear. Yeah, whatever she's been up to this week has been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well, the game's afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as
I wonder if I need to go up to my parents' room, the 2 rooms that are locked upstairs. If I were a Graham, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Where you least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence. He
Ah.
coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows to trust their first hunch. First, hunches are for suckers. She keeps a fire going every day, Rollo. Drat. May already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm going to stop you right there. Can we just, think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs. No dice, it's locked. Well, look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Well, she's always worried I'll break her fancy dishwasher. But it doesn't matter, I can't reach the latch.
Crept onto Luca's face. All 3 kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Uh-oh.
Before he could finish, Lucas scrambled up Rollo's back.
Every squad needs a good lockpick, and every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss. But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
That was anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't really know what we were expecting. Luke! Like, oh hey, let me just crank on this random teacup and...
The teacups. It slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle.
Oh my god, it's a secret wall. Oh my fucking god. Dude, only two types of people have scarlet lairs: evil masterminds and superheroes. So, which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Oh boy. Okay, some of an unhinged conspiracist vibe? Oh. Wow. Yeah, this can't be good. We need to look around. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive. And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your gran making? Incendiary. Interesting. I don't have use for that word yet. Oh my god, have I been delivering bombs to people? Thinking they're jam? Huckleberries.
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
There's notes in it. That was my first guess when I was handing them out, was that there was something in the jars, like a note.
Slimy note to Luca, and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Miss Fratelli. A grand jam gram? Last night I used the disguise Harris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Spark Plug is a go. Aw man, what are they doing, a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So, more a bombshell than a bomb? Am I right? New here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. That was fantastic. My fingers feel invigorated.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town. Interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Is your gran a serial killer? Cause I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town, out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncrete has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My moms are both on here, both with question marks. Guess Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark, that's been crossed out. Mr. Keir has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good.
jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it. Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb. Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text. He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle. Rollo looked up with heightened surprise. Rollo's finger traced across the page. Rollo scanned through several more pages. Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly. Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages. Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter. Luca slammed the drawer shut.
He said bullshit.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines. Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger. He jabbed down at the end point.
Where does it lead? Town Square. They're gonna blow up the middle. They're gonna blow up Town Square? Uh-oh.
Luca looked up from the map. Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
Uh-oh.
Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence. A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Uh-oh.
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Uh-oh.
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life. Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth. It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Lightning chicken coop.
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Oh my god. Rollo? Mysterious creepy man?
From the dark corner, they saw
That was
something
cute.
move.
Well, I don't know if I had it in me, but there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo. That was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
Of course not.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo. Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided. They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation. Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits. He looked at Luca, who returned a calming grin.
It's who I thought it was. Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was a really big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here.
To give a timid wave.
Well, alright, mistakes happen. You kids gave old Harem a good scare. Just let me out of these ropes and call it even.
Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks. Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Been nothing but welcoming. All this stuff seems pretty weird. I'm bored with names of people from town, an archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes, barrels of explosives.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bind. Mr.
I wouldn't untie him.
His wrists.
That's a good lad. This all makes sense in time.
Perceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
Oh, fuck this. Has secrets, Luca. A very dark past
Before the
indeed.
kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
Past that must be brought to...
Switch and rushing up the stairs.
What?
Beck darted
Son of a...
turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here. What a psycho.
Voice came from behind the door. They looked bewildered at each other.
Wow. Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end. Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
What the fuck? Whatever.
Chapter 5.
So they're gonna... Is them fighting the right one?
Friendly feud.
Friendly
The air was
feud.
heavy with a hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone.
Sorry I didn't read some of that shit that was going on. It's just so much reading. Because it's a book. And I'm just like... Ugh.
But it's not
I
like
burned myself
he did
out.
anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Oh, Beck's not coming. Oh, hey! This time it's the Batgirl. Hey, Dawn. Tracking down a lead. You bet. Heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A child our age, who just showed up in town one night with a lawyer. Solomon. Bingo! So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Well, be safe. Seems like some pretty sketchy shit, and you wouldn't want them... People wouldn't want you knowing. Careful with that knowledge. Ah! No nun creed outside this time. I thought for sure that the other pathway was going to be the right one, especially when we Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means the festival preps have been completed. Not exactly, sir. Storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we'll decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We all here at perennial... Perennial? I can't with that word. I don't know why I have to, like, stop and then re-say it again. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me saying that word, but I can't fucking do it. Perennial harvest because we believe in crafting a better future. Yes, very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. Then we gave up because of a little rainstorm that we all got sleepy. Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir, we'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Sketchy. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. I do not like him. Make sure there's nothing to check here. Old Pickler's Pond. I want to check this. That I got that pungent. Yep. I already did that. Forgot.
Luca wrapped some fish.
Rolo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rolo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason. Abandon you? It was just a little late. The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No. The storm rolled in out of nowhere and I got stuck after dinner at Beck's.
Words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rolo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control, and I was going to be a surprise, but you took so long and the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting for so late for you, but I kept my word, because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
To a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa's right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa's still around.
Night air. Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line.
Oh, wow, Rolo, you're a fucking dick, bro. Good night, Rolo. Yeah, screw you, kid. That was pretty fucked up. Good riddance. To be honest, he kind of annoys me anyway.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Rolo, what a jerk. Call me a bad friend. Whoa, I'm Rolo. Look at me and my amazing family. Fucking kick the ball, kid. Ah! Guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Luca?
Cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Alright, I'll leave this on me by the door. I've gotta run out and take care of some things. Okay. Be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
That's like the 4th charm I've gotten recently that I can't even use yet. I bet Rolo's still going to the festival. Ugh, it's gonna be miserable.
Luca dozed off again.
Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rolo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. Is your plan to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good.
Luca still
Noted.
couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rolo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
It's never anything interesting at the festival anyway.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
The cover and began to read. Rolo had
Interesting.
for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rolo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rolo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rolo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca, another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwell. She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She's just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh, she seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rolo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table in case you want to fight before bed.
Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all.
Pouted all day.
Eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. His voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar. As if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
No, dear. It's only Gran.
Rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his Gran came into focus.
Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. It's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter.
Gran
But
silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is, it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. Did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments, and accept them in their worst. Now, get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo.
Reluctant nod.
So, buy a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? I am a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Get some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6. Through Thick and Thin.
Through thick
Despite
and
Luca's
thin.
bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Okay. Find Rollo. Oh, should we go to my dad's real quick? You haven't been up this way in a while. Wanted to check to make sure there's nothing else around here besides the sneezing. Nothing up here? Okay. There you are, Luca. Rollo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure. You need to buy it. If you brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't. It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find out.
And kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now, I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Alright, God, chill the fuck out. I'm assuming the treehouse, we don't really have a lot of spots in this game. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. Haven't seen so much as an exuviae. Exuviae? It's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed and left. Sure, they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked him. Maybe that's it. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they are impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy. The season's harvest looks like it's going to be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is going to change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fitz. Still going to be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade. Valid point, girl. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up my big ceremony speech.
To his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Heavens no. Well, break a leg. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't do something with her being there because he's got a thing for her.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey, Jeff. Everything alright? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't ya?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Haha, every single time. Yup. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. So weird. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Oh, so this is the timeline where she didn't get the stuff splashed on her. A most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the fowl harvest. I've had my doubts about perennial harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. Yeah, it's a pretty cool shindig. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I wanted to see what the festival fuss is all about, but I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than books. True, true. That's what you got in there. Books. I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now, will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. Oh, God. Okay. Yawn. I've got a question for ya. What do you think this whole festival's for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons? Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first, too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of clipboards. What if I told you that this real thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest? Who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. I wonder, could you crazy it would be if it turned out to be my mom, and she was like brainwashed, it doesn't remember me? Trippy. The library, somewhere quiet. Hold on, guys. I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay. Here, Luca.
Those eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. Cool. The first? Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't
Kato
he?
straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
Oh, Planet Farpool, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Luca eagerly.
Oh boy. Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay, let me figure it out. Alright. Well, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want to hit, the offer still stands. On Planet Farpool, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue. Oh, it's in the library? Wasn't there something about comic book heroes up here?
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4.
Nope.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
This one.
Kato
You
removed
found
the
it!
book from the
Knew
desk
it.
And replaced it with Luca's.
I was like fifth king, I was like, so it's probably issue number 5.
As he slid the book under the purple light, 2
This is kinda cool.
glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that, and only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see.
Pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Well, get away with such a grift. Only found in Grub Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato
What?
looked up.
That's it. Grift in Grub Cart. Grift in Griffin. Griffin's Grub Cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Let's go. La la la. I'm gonna frolic, 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 frolic. Look at me frolic. Frolic. I tour through the daisies. Da-da-da-da. Hey, lesbians, how are you? Hey, Luca, how's Griffin doing? What?
Sorry,
Oh, nothing.
Blush.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. You weren't supposed to tell me that. Ah. Nothing from you, Miss Lumberjack? No? Alright. Tra-la-la, tra-la-la, don't mind me, just a little deer skipping through the woods. Town? Town. Snack cart. Who's got the snack cart? Is it you? You got boxes. Ain't moving. Oh, nope, he just refuses to move. What about you? What you got? Are you the... No, wait. No, your drinks. Who's got the snack cart? Tra-la-la-la, la-la-la. Oh no, I'm stuck! Is it worth going over here? I don't know where Griffin is. This is weird. Why does it look dark and cloudy out? Oh, it's ominous. I know that that's where his parents live, not his or hers, Beck's. Why did I go over here? I know there's no food cart here. God damn it, Topher. And no, it's not the cart that's in the main square, because that is a... Oh, here we go. It's you. Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo come?
Finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Of course. Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. That was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
There's gonna be paper in it. Yeah. It's cold. Yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rolo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically.
Luca tumbled
Well, that's just...
feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
gross. Oh, come on.
Corn dog to read the slip.
Pick up when you need some pep. Near the fountain up the step.
The corn dog.
Ugh, this is going to be a whole thing. Ugh, God, seriously though. I'm right there with you, Luca. This is getting crazy. When you need a pet... The cafe! There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rolo owes me
His
one.
hands around sarcastically as he began.
Oh, that's a guy? Oh my god, I feel horrible. I thought the one on the left was a girl. Because the one on the right is. I assumed that the one on the left was a butch lesbian, but apparently that is boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh my god. Or friends at a cafe. Maybe they're not in a relationship, I'm just reading. Either way, I assumed that they were the lesbian owners of the cafe. But that is a guy and a girl. That is my bad. What takes flight but has no wings, your final task of friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Ugh, I feel cheapened. You get sweet. What takes flight but has no wings. What takes flight but has no wings? A balloon? Oh! A balloon. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. You got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Flight. Now I want to check the words. Hold on. Aha! Hard is for that interrogation. Flight is for the fight against the clipboards. Okay. That's the one that had, when we did fight, it ended in the creepy ending with them making their way up the treehouse to get me. Oh god, I still have chills. But this one is flight. So we have 2 new scenarios we can go do. We can go redo the interrogation against Tortville, or we can go back and see how the treehouse ends. But let's finish this storyline first. Because it's already 12:33, so we only have half an hour left. You didn't go through all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it. You were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Well, now you've apologized twice. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened, with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? And when you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Hello. Still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, that it meant I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Luke. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Threw himself at Rolo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
I forgive you. I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. But that's why we deserve each other. So, what do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find more info. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest headquarters. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. I am interested. Actually, I would very much like to sneak in. Oh, come on. Whatever. Party pooper. With the MCDC at mission control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Oh. That's funny. That's that thing I tried to shoot at the enemies in that one that we're gonna go back and redo, and it didn't work. I want to see if either of those new words got me more bait.
Luca
Nope.
said, "Look at first."
No new bait. Did you hear? They're gonna give the first annual Biggest Catch competition. Good luck, buddy. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
An unopened letter.
Weird.
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward, but if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
Oh no, Gran! The sleepiest dude. I'm gonna give you a follow. Since you've been giving me a nice little lurk today, I appreciate you, buddy. Almost didn't even see you there. But I love your page. It's got Kirby. Kirby is my favorite Nintendo character, period. Hands down, forever and always, Kirby. Oh, Tosk is here too. Could at least said hi, Tosk. God. Okay. Love Gran. You too, Gran.
Paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go all that trouble just to apologize. Apologize. No, but we'd be better looking forward to the festival for weeks after I ruined everything with my big mouth. That was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rolo.
Loss for words. But that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
Nah, this is fine. Oh, there's always next year.
This was untrue.
Oh god, something's about to happen.
Treehouse.
Yep. A bomb. What was that? Oh man, we missed the fireworks. Oh god, I'm not ready for this.
Words couldn't possibly comprehend.
Oh.
Something as old and cruel as time itself.
What the we just turned into a block of ice?
A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond.
Okay, this game is super fucking dark.
Our story ends on this melancholy scene.
Wow. And some of these endings just out of like, left side. I assumed it was going to be in an explosion in Midtown, and we were going to go down there and see a bunch of death and destruction, and the episode would end. And then we would go to the next chapter and try a different ending. But oh my god, a massive ice age being induced by this explosion is not what I saw coming.
The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't
It's not.
accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities.
Ow, my
I
ankle.
can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Okay, so we have the interrogation. Let's go do the treehouse one. We only have about 15-20 minutes left, so let's go get as much done as we can. Okay, so in this one, we're gonna decide. Okay, so Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches.
This is what I thought he was gonna do before.
He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr, we'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya, jerks. Oh, and then this is the one where she's sick from the chemicals. Fine, we know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels. Oh, God. Ooh, he creeps me out.
Through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5.
What?
Signs.
Chapter 5. This chapter 5 is called Signs. Okay.
Silently, catching their breath.
We just landed on ice? Where? What?
Fire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs.
This is gotten super weird.
Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
Oh my goodness. That was actually pretty badass. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. What's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Find a way home. Okay, well, this is disturbing, to say the least. Luca? Luca, are you there?
Almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
I did too. Is that Bozo Kerr?
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
Sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents. I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mother sure was a handful. Oh.
The walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving. That's not good. Wait. He knew my mother.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow.
It's one of the tunnels they were mentioning.
Two faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. That's my town sign. What the fuck is going on? Sitting at above 258 Kelvin. That's down a bit from last time. Should we report to Mr. Kerr? Meh, still within safe ranges. Maybe spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. Are we living in a fake beacon towns? What the okay. Okay. I'm... Everything I thought I knew about this game, out the door. Out the door. Out the fucking door. I don't even know what's happening anymore. What's all this? Hard to say with all this snow. I think it's a town sign. You can almost make out letters under there. What town could this even be? This couldn't be another town this deep into Weep Wood. Because that place we were just at looked like where my home was. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1, snow's gotta go. I'll see what I could do. We need something to throw. Situations such as these, I find it best to check stuff and ask questions. Later, excuse me. I'm so bad at throwing the snow. Because it can look like you're staring, haha, yup, Beacon Pines, I was fucking right, what the fuck?
Disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
This is some M. Night Shyamalan ding-dong fucking what the fuck up shit I have played in quite a while. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town, how did we get here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all this snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and an Arctic hellscape. Yeah, the puddle we fought at before. It was cold too. Maybe it all leads to one source? You think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. What's the case? Oh my god, it's our town. Does stuff look familiar to you? It looks like the barrel near the puddle I, shoved me into. Yeah. Alright. It's all frozen.
Frozen stream. Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run, or swim run?
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Maybe we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed. And everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky.
Hey. Enough. Uh-oh, there's between your eyes, hold on. Luca peered upward at the darkening sky.
Foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. frustration and more than a little guilt.
Is it getting pretty late, I think? Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit.
Together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
Can't go to our treehouse, it's fenced off. Which is even weirder. The way the snow covered everything over, it's kinda calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Ah, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You want me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand the very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights? Something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You would understand. You and Rolo are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse Mission Patrol.
Wept openly.
Perfect little Luca Van Horn with the perfect little life. Your life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even packed up yet, and she's already likes you. You have Tish.
With a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great, but she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
A warm chuckle.
I get that
His
impression.
throat as he wiped his eyes.
It must be raining out here.
Iggy arched
Definitely.
so wide.
We should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah, let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all this.
Began to slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all
Hmm.
Luke could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to the worst days of my entire life, this wasn't half bad.
The house
They're
smelled
so-
of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to
Meaning?
see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. This is how you remember them, huh? Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in
I wonder if Luca is in some kind of machine.
disdain behind empty eyes.
Like somebody's trying to look through my memories to find something. Because these scenes right here, I feel like somebody is talking to me outside of town.
Look at this perfect
Like they're looking at my memories.
You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch.
Did his dad commit suicide?
True. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No. We both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door.
Okay, maybe his dad was murdered?
With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Oh my god, I'm so curious. What's happening? What happened to his dad?
Soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me!
Presence or the recognition that he was not in danger.
It's a mouse.
Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Gradually remembering his whereabouts, the figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. Yeah, you're knocking them. Sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me.
Strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarfy-necked furball. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit. Interesting choice of words. I just mean let's all calm down. Who are you? A friend, an observer, a hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility. Great, how about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
With gratification.
How about you make a little gnat and buzz off? Very well.
Began to turn away indifferently.
Wait, do you live here? You might say that. You know where we are? You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way home. You gotta help us out. Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. All right, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here, one way or another.
And began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up. Very well, I suppose this isn't time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay,
For a brief
open 'em.
moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat. We don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weep Wood. Or we teleported to some alternate universe, so this is all just some cool experiment by Kerr and his goons, but this is not our home. Inching closer to the truth. Alas, this reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original true Beacon Pines. What? Were we in a simulation? You, Bruce, grew up here, but the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You'd need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so. Unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the travesty, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call the brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity. A revolution, even. Revulsion, excuse me. The brain was a wonderful way of soothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can be answered with certainty.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered, Luca began to laugh uncomfortably. He looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home...
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out,
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weep Wood. Huh.
Chapter 6. The Source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right
Yep.
now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his
Okay.
tracks.
After this conversation, we should be able to save it.
Was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb
Oh.
hands hit something hard. A headstone.
It's his dad's headstone.
A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips. There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
This is so depressing. Sorry, I was just like, this game is not what I was expecting at all.
Iggy finally
Find you,
noticed the tears
jerk.
welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
I don't know what I was expecting, but this wasn't it. I love it. I'm, like, insanely into this. I knew it was a dark mystery, but I didn't realize, like, how crazy this fucking shit was gonna get. This is very M. Night, like, twist. I love it.
They heard the crunch of approaching footsteps
Uh-oh.
in the snow.
You guys gotta go. We gotta hide. 259. Fall off distance still good. Hey. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. Think what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is overrated.
Snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey, don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Come on. It's about lunchtime. Weirdo. Here, I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Sobs. Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow, crying like some pushover. Who you helping?
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve. Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
Oh boy. I'm always up for a challenge. Of course he is. Let's do this. Locate the source. Okay. Cool. This branch is crazy. Alright, guys. Well, that is it for this little guy. I will be possibly back tonight. Thank you all for watching. If I'm not back tonight, Barry might be with one of his horror games. If not, we will see you tomorrow night. Alright, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.